Hey, what's up team? Welcome to this dungeon guide for Rancorwood. In this video, I'm going to walk you through each encounter, mechanics, and some tips to hopefully make your run a bit smoother. Let's get started. So at the start of a dungeon, begin by eliminating all of the marked enemies. Once all the marked enemies are defeated, an elite monster, Brokta, will spawn. Once Brokta is down, head to the nearby geyser, and the geyser will lift you up to the next bridge segment. So there's flames that block the bridge, and you'll need a water buff from the geyser to extinguish them. You can either go back and forth to douse the flames, or skip this part by flying from the bridge's edge to the far side. Now moving on to the mini-boss, Bug Barge. There's no real notable mechanics here, other than blocking Bug Barge's Fury attack to receive a buff. This buff allows you to stand in the fire without taking any damage. Next, we defeat Gruk to unlock the final boss arena. Now for the final boss, King Khanzaizin. You'll notice the arena is divided into 3 sections, inner, middle, and outer. Also, it's split into slices. The tank must hold aggro in their own slice, no one else should share the tank slice. The tank must stay in melee range, leaving will trigger an unavoidable AoE attack. The boss will also drop meteors on players throughout the fight, move out before impact. The furthest player is marked with a red line for a deadly meteor attack. At least one other player must stack with the marked player to share the damage. After impact, the hit slice will catch on fire, move off it quickly to avoid heavy dot damage. Next, Khanzaizin will cast 3 large AoE wrath attacks. The first attack covers the inner and middle sections, stand in the outer section or dodge. The second attack covers the outer and middle sections, stand in the inner section or dodge. And the third attack covers the inner and outer sections, stand in the middle or dodge. Failing to dodge any of these attacks will knock you off the arena. If you fall, use a nearby geyser to return quickly, as you're poisoned while in the bottom of the arena and will constantly take dot damage. You need to make sure you're only dodging 1 or 2 wrath attacks and moving to the correct free space to conserve stamina, as after the third wrath attack you'll do a fury attack that you won't have enough stamina to block if you dodged too many times in the previous segment. Perfect blocking the fury attack grants a shield buff that provides immunity to poison. With the shield buff you can drop down to the lower level and use a geyser to gain a second buff. Use it to remove slices that are on fire. Do this if there's too many sections that are burning in the arena. Next, a random player is going to get marked with a red orb. After a short delay, the slice under them will disappear. Try to remove burning slices first and maintain an open layout by keeping slices that are removed next to each other. Next, once the boss reaches 50% HP or below, the boss now marks the furthest player twice in a row for meteor attacks. 2 players will be marked with a red orb. Stand together to remove only 1 section of the arena or risk losing 2 tiles. If too many arena sections are removed, it's going to be a wipe. And that's going to be the dungeon guide for Rancorwood. Consider dropping a like or a sub as it really helps out the channel. I'll catch you in the next one.